All right. Hello, dear doctors. This is Dr. Sherry. Going to start this particular session. And the topic for today we are going to discuss is uh, that's the AMC pathways. Okay. So we are going to discuss a bit about the AMC pathways. All right. If you all are with me, please, from which country or region you are attending and watching this video, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, so it's important. So if you are watching it actually from any part of the world, please to mention from which part you are watching it actually. Great. Now let's come and see. Different time we update you with different particular things. Is one of them is having clear idea about the AMC pathways actually. Okay, so let's get into this slide. Yeah, so AMC pathways. In generally, these are the pathways actually. Okay, in generally, these are the pathways actually. Now, some of you already might be started your journey with us. Uh, that's the MC journey. Our medical academy, Shares Medical Academy, provides courses for MC1, MC2. We also guide in future regarding jobs and this that. So time to time during my classes or through the YouTube, I keep updating a lot of things. Now let's come to the main topic here without wasting further time. That is, what are some of the AMC pathways? Now you can see here, this is probably the most popular and 99% of you, or maybe 99.9% of you are using standard pathway. Clear, everyone? I hope that's clear to all of you that that's the standard pathway. I'm sure if you are doing the MC and you must have gone through certain things that epic verification, AMC account making. If you haven't done that, please, you know, put your one step and start doing epic verification actually. Epic verification means the proof that you are a international medical graduate, right? So it takes a little bit like a month of time and some processes, and you finish that one, then you make an account. Your all the MC related information, exam scheduling, okay, notifications will be through this MC portal and that related email actually. So make sure, when you open that email, you do remember the password, especially if you open a new email for MC, do remember, because even later, say when you finish MC1, MC2, and maybe after even 3, 4 years, you will be needed that particular MC account. So many people do what? They open a new email account and later they forget. I'm telling from the experience, it happened with me. I forget also, then I had really hard time to find it actually later. So you better write it down somewhere. And another trick can be, if you have a unusual email you made only for the AMC, make sure, you give it that email, you know, password and these things with your mother and father. They are quite manual, right? They keep things in the diaries. So you can do that thing actually, because you are saving something in the mobile. The next day mobile can be lost. Am I right, guys? Yeah. So make sure, if you have a new email and something like that, and that email and password, you make sure you write it somewhere, and also inform your father or mother. This is very important. Please document it, in your diaries as well. Okay, coming now. So standard pathway, specialist pathway, and competent pathway. I do have many videos. Like if you go to YouTube and search with AMC frequently asked question and my name Sharir Ahmed. So in that case, you will find that particular video, right? That's mostly we are talking about the standard pathways. And there's another video I made about a specialist pathway for doctors. So that is specialist pathway for the doctors is also I have uploaded in the YouTube. And there's another pathway actually. Usually we don't recommend for, you can work in a country like UK and then you can switch. So some people ask us that, is it a good idea that, I start journey with UK and then I go to Australia? No, that's not a good idea if you're targeting Australia. If you go to UK, please target the PLAB and that's the thing. Uh, okay, why not? It's because of the expense actually and your time. If you're eventually going to the Australia, I mean, why took a so big path like UK? And nowadays, even UK, like if you go like 2018, 19, uh, that particular time, even during COVID, just after COVID, there were so many shortage, so too many intakes were there. Some people who used to thought like that, okay, maybe it can be a quicker process. But see, Australian job application process is quite always been a bit complex. Okay, so it takes a little time. It can be taken 6 months, 1 year, this, that. So even if you're in the UK, it doesn't mean that it's gonna be too fast for you actually. Right. So the another route is actually you pass weighty, first of all, very important. A lot of people fail in weighty. Actually, Australia AMC has a PT exam, which not during the AMC. Before job, you need only PT. Whereas in PLAB, you need weighty first, which is has become difficult nowadays for some doctors. So weighty, then PLAB 1, then PLAB 2, then keep applying for the job. It might take 6 months, it might take 1 year. You get a job in UK, then you work in UK for whole 1 year, then you collect the paper. So it takes more time to collect the papers. So maybe another 3, 4 months, and then you start applying for Australia. So now that process campaigning might take another maybe 6 months, 1 year. So it's kind of like the same process, but why to take so many, roundabout, the roundabout while driving. So it's not necessary. Secondly, when you go to a new country, you invest a lot of things. Am I right, guys? Please confirm me if you can hear me and listen to me clearly. When you go to a new country, uh, in that case, is it true that you have to invest from a single household material, cooking stuff, your house related accessories? I mean, if you have a family, you know that it takes a lot of expense to make a house or build a house or even a decorate a house actually. So once you settle down somewhere, how difficult is relocation? You understand my point? And you have to left so many things. All right, you have to left so many things in. If, say, example, you are coming from UK, because you had the plan for Australia. Whatever you buy in that 1 year, 2 year, your aeroplane has certain luggage. Even if you buy, you have to pay for that one actually. So I think those expenses, small things. See, I was in UK, like then I again came back to Bangladesh now recently. So when came back uh, somewhere or relocating, so many things, believe me, so many things I gifted to some of the friends, so many things I put it into charity, including big size jackets, this, that. UK is a cold country. So many household thing, jackets, and many other stuff I have to live there actually. So these are different countries. These are not neighbor countries. Neither these are like the same countries actually. So many things are different. UK, your outlook of dresses and this that is different from Australia. UK, you are wearing most of the time very um, heavy jackets and this that. Whereas in Australia, you are having very less clothes actually. It's kind of like that. Okay, so it's quite different. So, I mean, and again, the cooking things or household things, you cannot take them with the plane. Okay, so those things no one talks about actually, but it actually takes a lot of money to relocate actually, and relocation itself has a cost. You must be also knowing that. So why we're becoming doctor in abroad, so that you made a plan for something and then you reach your destination. So then why keep changing the destination? If you're in UK, you're happy, then why to come to Australia? So it's never a good plan, to be honest. So that's why I put it as a recommended. But if something personal came up for someone, say I found another doctor, she said like, I'm going to get married and I'm working in NHS actually. It's been for 2, 3 years, so now I'm planning to migrate. So for her, it was fine because she was okay there and she does not have choice. So she has to move actually. So for this kind of case is fine. But if you're planning from the beginning for Australia, this is totally a wrong concept that go to UK first and then coming to Australia. So these particular things, unless you live, because I lived in this both countries, so unless you live those in those countries, no one will tell you this particular things. All right. Clear, guys? I mean, about so standard pathway, specialist pathway, competent pathway, specialist pathway related. I made a video. Those are consultant with past experience. You can apply as a specialist actually. But honestly speaking, from the Asian countries, it is bit difficult. I'm not saying I haven't seen anyone getting successful, but I have seen over or nearly 95% getting rejected as a specialist when they're trying from the Asian countries actually. All right. Great. That's the thing. All right, guys. Yeah. So I hope that's clear to all of you. And yes, give a thumbs up if you like it. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Again, another thing, like before we jumped into the classes and this, that, uh, your destination should be general registration, right? I mentioned it another day, like, your destination is not passing the AMC part one. Your destination is a general registration, right? As like in our country, when we pass MBBS, we finish internship, then we get the full registration to practice. Am I right, guys? Yes. So that's called the full registration, general registration, not a provisional or temporary limited. So Australia has also certain type of registration: general registration, limited registration, provisional registration. Okay, your ultimate destination is general registration. To apply the PR, or citizenship later, so you need the general registration eventually. All right. So here is the thing. So that's one of the way to get general registration. There's another way to bypass, but still for that one, you need to pass AMC one. And you get into their program. Let me make it easy for you. If you're from Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, like we do have some MD courses, right, guys? Please mention in the comment section if you are following me well, that we do have some programs like MD courses where we have to keep giving some exams, and the institution take your exams actually, small big lot of exam they took over the years actually. So WB is kind of program like that. You can compare kind of like that MD programs in our countries. Okay, they will take a smaller exams, not like a one big exam always. Yeah, so that's the WBA, workplace based assessment actually. For that one, you already have to be inside Australia working after MC1. Then while doing that, you apply for the WBA limited hospitals like 23 or 24. That's the thing. All right. So that's one of the thing. And last but not the least, if you have vast experience, like 5 years, 7 years experience, not less than 5 years, you have 5 years, because even if you give 5 years or 6 years, they cut it down actually. The RECGP assessment, it is called. Okay. So for GPs, GP pathways, and later you can do FRACGP. Okay. And you can be very happy ever after. Actually, GP jobs are also a bit light compared to the hospital jobs. The earlier things I said, these are hospital jobs. These are hospital jobs even. Okay. And this one is a GP job actually. All are good, depends on what you choose actually. All right. Even emergency is good for some people, depends on how you manage, how you cope. If you really don't want to do night duties, then probably the GP jobs are more better in that case. All right. So this is the thing. GP is still you need to pass AMC part one. Again, I'm telling the criteria. It's the same things. I mean, you have to do the AMC part one. After that, you have to apply and get a job offer. When you get a job offer, then you have to go through the pesky exam. Okay. Still, you have to go through the pesky exam. So these are certain things actually. These are certain things is necessary. Are we clear that uh, MC1 is the hub for everything? And one information, MC1 is valid for your full lifetime. MC1 is valid for your full lifetime. Okay, this is the good news actually. But don't get so relaxed after MC part 1. Try to finish the MC2 quickly actually, or even GP thing quickly, or even if you get a job, you can do things quickly. We'll talk more about these things actually. Great, guys. I hope so you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, guys.